fans are a little more into our product, and I think that's because that we're not here a lot, and then when we do come, I think they show up and really show their support and passion for TNA.
And actually, you know, I'm just normal. They just love me, so it doesn't matter where I'm at. They all love me. They love to see me. I guess it's been a long time since I'm probably with WWE. I reckon. You know, this is our first TNA show over here, TV taping. So, you know, and of course, by it being the first one, you got the best two refs ever in the business, so you can't go wrong there.
I think it's big. I mean, this is a big step for TNA, and I'm sure we're going to deliver. But this is a big step for them. I mean, you never know after this. Pay-per-views, another live TV. You know, I think it's a good step for us.
I mean, it's really good because our ratings are really good over here, and by having a live TV, it's going to, these people are really going to see what it's all about. Well, they see it live, you know, and it's great. I mean, they're going to love it. They're going to go crazy.
I don't know if it's the craziest thing, but I mean, what I find most fascinating when I get over here is what people wear, like what they'll wear to these shows. I mean, I saw I'm trying to be nice, but two hefty women wearing probably something about 4 sizes too small, and not a pretty sight. But it was cool. They were really into the show, and you know, they don't care. You know, they just want to show that they love TNA. So to me, it's just the stuff they wear.
And some of these people over here, you know, the hair, how they do their hairdos, the hell, they look like rainbows. But that's good. That's cool. If that's what they like, it's fine with me.
Just got back from a tour in India with Ring Ka King, you know, that company that's under the TNA umbrella. TNA is trying to do bigger, better things and never resting. You know, there's a reason why we say we're the fastest growing wrestling company in the business today, because it's fact. And this is another clear-cut example of that. The Indian fans are absolutely outrageous. They're bonkers for pro wrestling, and I'm being honest with you when I say they definitely rival the pop that we always get here, you know, at Wembley. And I never thought I'd say that, because Wembley, the UK fan, me personally, they're my best fans. But in India altogether, the fans are just insane for wrestling in general. I mean, these fans pop for like headlock takeovers and the most simplistic wrestling moves known to man. They go bananas for it. And it's cool because we're in a virgin territory over there with Ring Ka King, which means we get the honor to be able to teach them what pro wrestling really is, and going at a very slow, deliberate pace, a constant, you know, incline. You know what I mean? None of this dips and dives that you got to do in America to trick your fans into emoting any kind of true, real emotions. That's the whole hook, isn't it? Is to get fans to emotionally invest in these characters. The pleasure with Ring Ka King is they don't know anything, so it's virgin territory all over again. It's like wrestling in the 70s or 80s all over again. And I'm honored to be part of it. The Indian talent with Ring Ka King is they basically, what happened is they did an open audition like you would for a TV show, if you will, with local Indian talents, not just within the vicinity of where we shoot our show in Pune, India, but I'm talking from Mumbai. Punjabis coming over from all different walks of life in India. India isn't just one walk of life, one general religion or culture. There's many mixed cultures of a melting pot worth of people out there in India. So you have all these different walks of life, different shots, shapes, sizes, colors, and most importantly, characteristics. And the Indian talents that we have with Ring Ka King, I definitely think we picked, you know, the best of the available talent. And there's a few ones that are going to surprise you with how good they got as quickly as they did. We're talking guys that had never wrestled before. And me, Magnus, Steiner, Abyss, Jeff Jarrett, Sanjay Dutt were given the task to take these guys and try to present them in a stronger light and look like stars on our level, if you will. You got to remember, in India, they see TNA, so they know who the Blueprint is, they know who Steiner is, they know who Abyss is, and all of them. So our job is to help get those guys just as over as we are, and that's the hopeful thing. And I think that we did a good job of that. It's a team effort, it really was, and I can't begin to describe to you the feeling that you get from that, you know. You know, I have been over here at Wembley. I've been here with WWE when I was first starting my career out. It was the first time I ever came to the UK, so that was a pretty cool, you know, awakening experience, if you will. of how loud these fans are and how you can't shove stuff down their throat. The UK fans, I respect the most about them is that just because you're a good guy doesn't guarantee you're going to get cheered. If they feel you're force feeding them, like if our creative team is force feeding a character to them that they don't like, they're going to announce it right away and not make any bones about it. I grew up a wrestling fan. That's why I'm a wrestler now. I still am a wrestling fan. So I respect their fandom, if you will, here in the UK. But the difference between, you know, coming here with the WWE versus TNA now, the production, like you asked with the question with the production value, is that when we came here with WWE, it was just a normal television taping, nothing, no big deal. They've been here before, they'll do it again, just like if going to North Dakota to them. Whereas TNA, this is a monumental, it really is. I know it seems like a big word, monumental, but this really is a monumental moment for TNA because here you have our very first, you know, abroad television taping. And in my opinion, we couldn't have picked a better venue with the loudest fans on the planet today here in Wembley. And I'm excited for that. I absolutely am. And the cool thing about it is that we're not going to use the normal run-of-the-mill entrance ramp with the pyro and all that stuff. And yeah, we might lose some pageantry, if you will, some entertainment value behind that. But the way we looked at it is this is basically a sold-out show. There is standing room only. So if you put a major entrance ramp there, there's going to be a lot of pissed off fans that previously bought those tickets that are now getting either kicked out or offered a refund just to put a stage there. TNA, our fans legitimately, I know it sounds corny, but they legitimately come first before the entrance ramp, before that other gimmick stuff. So the difference between WWE is I don't think WWE would do something like that. Whereas TNA, they do put their fans first. Those people paid their hard-earned money for front row, front row to, let's say, seat 10, row 10. They paid a lot of hard-earned money for that a year ago, a year in advance. So, you know, kudos for TNA to not just, you know, screwing their fans over, you know, just for a little bit more production value for what comes across on Spike TV. And I think the fans will respect that once they understand the reasoning as to why there's not going to be a huge entrance ramp. And the other cool part about it is aesthetically, it's going to look completely different on television. This is going to be a grittier feel. You know what I mean? The camera's probably panning behind us as we go through the curtain and maybe swing around in front of us as we're making our entrance. And the fans at home in America are gonna finally get to see what it feels like. Not what it looks like, you know what I mean? But what it feels like to be a wrestler walking down that aisle. You hear so many people talk about, Ric Flair always says, you know, what it feels like to walk down that aisle. It's not just a cliche, it's a feel. It's not a saying, it's a feeling. And the fans in America will be able to get that feeling the way the cameras will be with us tonight. It's going to be a different feel altogether, a different aesthetic altogether, and I think it's a win-win situation for us. The fans win, and I think our company as a product as a whole will win from this. You know what I think the UK fans can expect tonight from us with Impact Wrestling is they're going to see what they paid to see, honest to God. The best pro wrestling roster from bottom to top. I'm talking about from the very first match of the night, to the girls, to the main event, hell, to even the freaking popcorn men there in the back working, okay? I'm talking everybody as a whole on TNA as a wrestling roster. You're gonna get to see the best of the very best. You really will. You're gonna get to see good in-ring quality, you know, work. And you're also gonna get to see some entertainment along the way. And most importantly, these fans are finally, instead of just seeing like a live event show where it's just 20 minutes of wrestling per match, which a lot of fans love. But I think that fans in the UK have been calling for a long time now to see, let's see some storylines progressing where we can be part of it live.
We're Rose in Rome.
I'm Aidan.
I'm Luke.
Ben. And I'm Rich. We got chosen by Kerrang to be the theme music for Impact Wrestling when they came over to the UK. And they've recently chosen us to do our track for Against All Odds pay-per-view as well.
Yeah. So it's big news for us.
And we get to
meet
be here. The stars of wrestling.
Stars of Impact Wrestling. Yeah.
So that's what we're doing here.
Massive idea.
Yeah, we enjoy it. Yeah, it was really kind of big, massive news for us to get chosen for this.
It's pretty surreal,
massively
isn't it?
excited.
Yeah. I remember the day that like Rich called me up and was like, "Oh my God, we just got chosen for this."
Yeah, incredible stuff. And then to get the call from the director as well, from the States to actually say about it and how much they enjoyed the track as well, which for an unsigned band is amazing.
And they're going to play it tonight, aren't they?
Yeah, going to play it tonight on the big screen at Wembley Arena. So. yeah, our track will be played at Wembley Arena tonight, which I never thought I'd be saying anytime soon. So yeah, really cool.
New, aren't we?
Yeah, well we got together in May 2010. Me and Ben started chatting about a band that we wanted to put together, which was kind of music that we ourselves kind of wanted to hear as well. And we picked different people to be in the band, which didn't really work out. And since like summer, it was summer. What's it like?
Summer.
About May, June, July sort of time. It's all kind of come together, yeah. So Aidan joined the band, and then shortly after Luke joined as well as a bass player, and yeah, we're kind of on the up at the moment.
This is definitely a big step up, like, you know,
huge
exposure, isn't it? Yeah, it's
people,
cool.
people actually start to recognise us. We're getting played in so many different countries at the moment as well.
Yeah.
I think we've got people from India, from Holland, New Zealand. Yeah, had another guy yesterday from Norway. Just incredible.
Sweden, they want us to go out.
Sweden, they want us to go out there and do some music. Yeah, it's just pretty amazing. And then to be backstage today and see all the wrestlers just kind of strolling past us. It's incredible stuff.
Quite unique sound, really. There's nothing we can really kind of pinpoint
can't really describe it.
It's
quite like upbeat punk sort of stuff, but then
it's mixed with like other ambient.
Oh, do you know what?
We've just mixed everything. Like we've mixed all our influences together.
It's not even we've mixed anything. It's just our sound.
Yeah,
I know that probably, like loads of bands probably say that, but if you hear the tracks, like there's just I can't pinpoint it.
We've got epic parts of our songs, and you've got the punky parts. I mean, you just got.
We call it epic punk rock, but because it's got all the kind of those kind of feelings to it.
Epic punk rock.
Epic, yeah. But yeah, no, that's what we.
Yeah,
that's what we put it as.
Yeah, have a listen.
Yeah, have a listen.
Yeah.
www.facebook.com/Rose and Ryan.